Imagine a small pond in someone's backyard. No machines. No expensive fish feed. No complicated technology, yet from that single pond, a family can harvest fish, eggs, and edible plants year after year. It almost sounds impossible. But what's even more surprising is this. The system behind it was discovered more than 2,400 years ago. And at one point in history, it was accidentally created because of a royal ban. Long before modern agriculture existed, farmers in ancient China were already experimenting with ways to grow food more efficiently. One of the earliest recorded experts in fish farming was a statesman named Fan Li, around 475 BC. He wrote a remarkable book called Yu Jing, often translated as the classic of fish culture. This text described practical techniques for raising fish in ponds and managing aquatic ecosystems. At the time, fish farming was already an important food source. But what happened centuries later would transform these simple ponds into something far more sophisticated. During the powerful Tang Dynasty, an unusual rule was introduced. The imperial family carried the surname Li, and in ancient Chinese language, the word for carp sounded very similar. Because of this, raising carp was considered disrespectful to the emperor's name. So the government issued a ban. Farmers could no longer raise the fish they had relied on for generations. At first, this looked like a disaster. But it forced farmers to try something new. Instead of raising only one type of fish, they began raising multiple species together in the same pond, and that decision led to a surprising discovery. When different fish species shared the same pond, something unexpected happened. The fish didn't compete as much as people feared. Instead, they occupied different roles within the ecosystem. Some fish fed on algae. Others ate insects near the surface. Some consumed plankton drifting in the water. And some searched the bottom for organic matter. Because each species used a different food source, the pond became more balanced and productive. Over time, farmers realized they weren't just raising fish anymore. They had unintentionally created a self-regulating ecosystem, and then the system became even more advanced. Farmers soon discovered another powerful addition to the pond: ducks. At first glance, ducks and fish might seem unrelated, but in a pond ecosystem, ducks perform several useful roles. As ducks swim, they stir up nutrients from the bottom of the pond. This releases organic material that feeds microorganisms. Their droppings provide nitrogen, which encourages the growth of algae and plankton. And those tiny organisms become natural food for fish. At the same time, ducks eat insects and unwanted pests. In other words, ducks act like living ecosystem managers, and they provide something valuable in return: eggs. A small flock of ducks can produce hundreds, sometimes over 1,000 eggs per year. But a healthy pond ecosystem needs one more crucial component: aquatic plants. Plants like water lilies, duckweed, and cattails help stabilize the entire system. They absorb excess nutrients from the water, they release oxygen, and they provide shade that prevents algae from growing out of control. Some plants can even be eaten by ducks or harvested as food. In many ways, these plants function like the lungs and kidneys of the pond. They keep the environment clean and balanced. Hidden within the water are the smallest but most important participants in the system: beneficial bacteria. These microscopic organisms break down waste produced by fish and ducks. They convert harmful compounds like ammonia into nutrients plants can absorb. Without these bacteria, the entire system would collapse. But when all the elements work together, fish, ducks, plants, and bacteria, the pond becomes a powerful biological engine. A true closed-loop ecosystem. One of the most fascinating aspects of this ancient system is its efficiency. A pond as small as 10 by 15 feet can produce a surprising amount of food. Fish provide a reliable source of protein. Ducks produce eggs. Aquatic plants may also be harvested or used as feed. And because the ecosystem feeds itself, the need for external inputs is very low. Unlike modern industrial agriculture, the system relies mostly on sunlight, water, and natural biology. Today, many people around the world are rediscovering these traditional farming systems, not because they are old, but because they are incredibly resilient. Modern food systems depend on global supply chains, transportation, fertilizers, and industrial feed. But ecosystems like this pond operate on a different principle. They cooperate with nature instead of trying to control it. That makes them surprisingly efficient. More than 2,000 years ago, farmers discovered something profound. Nature already knows how to produce abundance. When humans learn to work with natural ecosystems instead of against them, even a small pond can become a powerful source of food. Simple idea from the past. It might still have something important to teach us today. If you want to see how to build a backyard food pond step by step, make sure to subscribe. Because in the next video, we'll break down exactly how to create one yourself.